recall trying this whiskey back in December, and I didn't really get along with it as well as maybe I should have. Now we're into the end of March. By the time you see this, it will probably be April. And I've had a few drums from it, and I've decided to come back to it and try it again. Yeah, as you may or may not know, whiskey changes after you remove the cork for the first time. It changes. It goes through a metamorphosis as the whiskey interacts with the oxygen in the air. It oxidizes. And it may react with other things in the air too. All I know is that it changes. And usually, most of the time, when it changes, it gets better. Yes, whiskey gets better with time in an open bottle. So I come back to this one. I wasn't paying much attention when I was drinking down to this level, but I'm going to pay attention now to what I got now. Got to cleanse the palate from whatever was in there before. This is my first whiskey of the night, in case you're wondering. If I appear to be drunk, it's not the case. Yeah. Okay. I get fruitiness, pears, apples. I also get a maltiness. It's very malty, a little bit sweet. Yes, pears, apples. So we're talking orchard fruits. We're talking malty. A touch of cinnamon, which often goes along with the orchard fruits, apples, and things like that. It's mostly what I got. A little bit of white pepper on the nose too, just a little bit. Now this is straightforward. There's no sherry cask or wine finish or toasted recharred barriques or anything like that going on. It says Madlab Laboratory small batch handcrafted single malt whiskey is brewed with 100% BC grown malted barley, distilled with a direct fire pot still and carefully selected for aging on ex-bourbon American white oak barrels until it has developed a rich flavor and smooth finish. With very limited releases, you can be sure that this bottle of Mad Laboratory single malt whiskey is something special. Unfiltered, best enjoyed neat. Handmade in Vancouver, BC. There you go. Straightforward, simple, plain Jane. And it's bottled at, I probably told you 3 months ago, 42%. It's 42 months old. It's release number 9, bottled in 2023. Well, yeah. Straightforward on the nose. No surprises. Malty, fruity. Just a hint of vanilla. It's young. Being only 42 months old, it's young. It's a little harsh on the tongue. It's malty. It's a little bit sweet. I get the apples and pears, the orchard fruits like I did before. It's a little harsh. Some would argue that that harshness is character. I think it's an off note. It was an off note when I first tried it 3 months ago, and it's still an off note. This whiskey has not changed much since I tried it and since I drank 3/4 of the bottle. What I would like is more time in the barrel to mellow it a little more, to age it a little more, to take the rough edges away. It needs to settle down. Because as it is, I'm going to modify it slightly. Now, some might say this is sacrilege, but this sherry cask Lefroy 10, I'm thinking that the sherry might take away from the harshness a little bit, and the peat will add some more punch. Let's just give it a little try, a little experiment, and see if this Madlab will benefit from some old world charm. Right away, on the nose, I'm getting the interplay between the sherry and the peat. The sherry and the peat completely cover up the orchard fruits and the maltiness. Now this has become a blended malt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some of that harshness is still there. What's this bottled at? 48? Yeah. So I brought it from 42 to about 43. I've added some flavors. I believe I've mellowed away some of the harshness. Added to the smoothness, added to the viscosity, added. But you know, to be honest, I would prefer the Lefroy 10 Sherry Oak Finish by itself, without the Madlab. Still, this is a little exercise in blending. Yeah, from this Madlab, I would have liked less harshness and more vanilla. But it's better now with some Lefroy 10 sherry oak finish in it. I don't know what to say. What do you say?
Na zdrowie!
You know what? I concur. Na zdrowie!
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.